was like, okay, so.
I don't even know what to say. I've been married for 17 years, right?
I know.
And yes, you go through, but I would not wish no like this on no body.
Y'all, Rashida and Karlie Redd just unleashed on Yandy and Kimbella in a way nobody saw coming. So here's the deal. It all started when Kimbella threw shade at Yandy, accusing her of being fake and opportunistic. If you've been following, you know Yandy's had a reputation for playing both sides, and Kimbella wasn't having it. She dragged Yandy, bringing up old beef and questioning her loyalty, but before Yandy could clap back, Karlie Redd and Rasheeda stepped in, and that's when things went from messy to explosive. Karlie accused Yandy of being a master manipulator who uses friendships to boost her status. She claimed Yandy never cared about loyalty, just clout. Rasheeda backed her up, saying Yandy has always played innocent while causing chaos behind the scenes. It got so heated that Yandy found herself cornered, with Kimbella, Karlie, and Rasheeda all calling her out at once. She tried to defend herself, saying that people always twist her intentions, but at that point, the damage was done. This confrontation didn't just expose cracks in Yandy's friendships, it completely shattered them. And don't worry, there's even more tea to spill, because what happened after the camera stopped rolling is just as chaotic.
I'm not surprised that that bitch, I don't know her. I don't give a about her. At the end of the day, the person who's supposed to be my best friend and my husband and my soulmate. You understand what I'm saying? We built this whole life together.
All right, let's back it up for a second, because you know this mess didn't just pop off out of nowhere. There's a long history of shady business deals, backhanded comments, and straight up betrayal that led to this moment. Let's start with Yandy and Kimbella. They used to ride for each other, but things took a turn when Kimbella accused Yandy of being fake. The fallout was ugly, with Kimbella calling Yandy out for making herself look like the perfect friend while throwing others under the bus. The trust was shattered, and every time they tried to patch things up, it never lasted. Then there's Karlie Redd, who's been stirring the pot in love and hip-hop for years. She and Yandy have never been close, but Karlie has always thrown shade at Yandy's boss lady act, claiming she plays victim while pulling strings behind the scenes. And when Karlie and Kimbella link up, the drama practically writes itself. Rasheeda, on the other hand, is more known for staying out of the petty drama, but even she has had her issues with Yandy. Rasheeda has called out Yandy in the past for her selective loyalty, pointing out how she switches sides when it benefits her. And when Rasheeda speaks, people listen because she's been around long enough to see through the fakery. So yeah, these ladies have been circling each other for years, but this time, the gloves came off, and it wasn't just messy, it was war.
I reciprocated.
No, it's been me, Yandy. And honestly, it's been me reaching out to you for love. It's been me begging you, like, I really need to talk to you. It's been me. I feel like you have been picking a side.
I do feel bad that you feel like
nobody cares.
I feel bad that you feel like that.
So picture this, a swanky, high-profile event filled with influencers, celebrities, and of course, our love and hip-hop stars. You know the vibes. Open bar, VIP tables, and unresolved drama just waiting to explode. The room is buzzing with cameras flashing, music pumping, and everybody dressed to impress. Rasheeda and Karlie make their entrance. Rasheeda, known for her effortless style, is giving boss energy in a sleek designer fit, while Karlie, always the one to turn heads, is rocking a bold look with that signature smirk plastered across her face. They're walking in like they own the place, and the tension in the room shifts the moment they step in. Meanwhile, Yandy and Kimbella are already there, sitting pretty in their own section, sipping their drinks and acting like they don't have a care in the world. But let's be real, they knew something was about to go down. You could see it in the way Kimbella kept glancing around, like she was expecting something to pop off. And Yandy? She was keeping it cute, but her body language was tense. Then Rasheeda walks past Yandy and barely acknowledges her, throwing out a casual, "Hey girl," before turning right to Kimbella and giving her a warm hug. That alone? A message Yandy forces and then Rasheeda drops the first bomb. You know, it's funny how people claim to be about loyalty, but always switch up when it's convenient. She's not saying names, but everybody knows who she's talking about. Yandy lets out a short laugh, trying to play it off. You know, some people just love rewriting history. Karlie raises an eyebrow, sipping her drink like she's enjoying a front row seat to the mess. "Oh, we don't have to rewrite anything, sweetheart. We remember exactly how things went down." Now at this point, the whole room is catching on. The energy is thick, people are leaning in, phones are being pulled out because they know this is about to be a moment. And then Kimbella, who had been sitting quietly until now, finally speaks up. "Yeah, and let's not act like you weren't out here playing both sides, Yandy. You did it to me, and I know I'm not the only one. That's all it takes." The air shifts, the tension snaps, and Yandy's whole behavior changes. She puts her drink down, adjusting her posture like she's ready to defend herself. But Rashida beats her to it. "Nah, you've been moving funny for years, and we're just saying what everybody's been thinking." At this point, Karlie's smirk gets even bigger because she lives for moments like this. And just like that, the whole night goes left.
So is this true?
It was me she was texting. What happened was we were at a club. He's walking. I'm standing in the cut watching him. Somebody grabs his arm like this. I said, "What was that?" He said, "I don't know." He said, she wanted to know if I was still married. I said, "What you mean she wants to know if you still married?" She's like, "I'm Robin, I'm gonna hit you on DM." And she was with this girl that I know, Ashley. So I said, "Let me see if she follows a Robin." What I saw, she followed a Robin. I'm logged into his Instagram, so I went to the name and I said, "Oh, okay. Hey." She said, "Hey."
What, bitch, what?
So you in a club full of people and see a girl from across the room and you can figure out who that is? I don't know if that's making sense. I don't know.
As the tension hit the roof, Rashida finally snapped. She didn't hold back, accusing Yandy of trying to mess with her business deals. Rashida claimed Yandy had been sneaking around, trying to grab endorsement deals and partnerships that Rashida had been working on for ages. And it wasn't just talk, Rashida said she had proof to back it up. Karlie Redd, never one to stay quiet when things heat up, jumped in. She turned her attention to Kimbella, calling her a fake friend and saying Kimbella had been gossiping about Yandy for a while. According to Karlie, Kimbella had spilled all sorts of private stuff about Yandy to people outside their group, and she hinted she had the receipts to prove it. But the drama didn't stop there. As Karlie reached for her phone to show what she called her receipts, things got wild. In true Love and Hip Hop style, a drink went flying. Some say it was Rashida, others think it was Karlie. Either way, it landed right near Yandy, sending her into a total frenzy. Security rushed in to break things up, but the chaos was already out of hand. Yandy was seen pleading for someone to help calm things down. Kimbella tried to play peacemaker and pulled Yandy aside, but the damage was done. The vibe had shifted, and the lines were officially drawn. You'd think after security pulled them apart, that would be the end, right? Nope. This was just the start. Within hours, clips of the showdown were all over social media. Fans of the show were totally split. Some folks were supporting Rasheeda and Karlie, thinking Yandy crossed a line. Others felt like Rasheeda and Karlie were just jealous of Yandy's hustle and trying to bring her down. Meanwhile, Kimbella got some heat for being called a fake friend, with people saying she was just caught in the middle. A person commented saying, "Yandy has been moving funny for years and now it's all catching up to her. Rasheeda and Karlie just said what we were all thinking." Another one added, "Karlie is always in the middle of some mess, but this time she might actually have receipts. If she drops them, it's over for Yandy." Rashida and Karlie weren't about to let the drama die down. On their social media stories, they teased that more was coming. More proof, more messages, more drama. Rashida hinted she had emails and texts that would expose Yandy's shady business moves. Karlie, always stirring the pot, shared a cryptic post saying, "People who play both sides eventually get burned." Stay tuned. The internet went wild with speculation. Rumors started flying that Yandy's business reputation could take a hit if those receipts came out. People began to wonder if Yandy's polished image as a businesswoman and reality TV star was just a front.
You got things to think about before you throw everything away. You can ask any woman, from Keisha down to Michelle Obama down. Ask Beyonce.
After all the drama from the showdown, fans and insiders are buzzing about what's coming next. Rashida and Karlie have dropped hints online that they've got more tea to spill. If they actually share it, it could damage Yandy's reputation. There's even chatter about possible legal action. With Yandy being a savvy businesswoman, any hit to her image could mess with her current deals and future gigs, but you know Yandy isn't going down without a fight. Rumor has it she's working behind the scenes to take back control of the situation, whether that means crafting a public statement, teaming up with other cast members, or ramping up her business game to show she can't be canceled. It's clear she's not just going to sit back and let this slide. And then there's the chance that alliances could shift. If Rashida and Karlie really do have some serious dirt, it might change how the rest of the cast sees Yandy. Some might jump on the bandwagon with Rashida and Karlie forming a stronger front against Yandy, while others might stick by her side either out of loyalty or to protect their own reputations. Karlie Redd seems ready to keep this feud going. If there's a way to cash in on the drama, whether it's through a tell-all interview, a podcast, or a new storyline for the show, you can bet Karlie will make it happen. Some fans even think she might reach out to former cast members who've had beef with Yandy before, which could really heat things up. As for Kimbella, her role in all this is still a bit murky. She tried to calm things down during the showdown, but some fans are wondering if she was genuinely trying to make peace or just saving her own skin. Kimbella has had her own loyalty issues on the show, and this moment might make people question her intentions even more. If Karlie ends up exposing any gossip Kimbella shared about Yandy, it could put her in a really tough spot. And let's be real, the producers are probably loving all this chaos. Drama like this is pure gold for reality TV, and you can bet they'll find a way to keep it rolling in future episodes. If this storyline carries into the next season, it could turn into one of the wildest plot lines Love and Hip Hop has seen in a long time. So what do y'all think? Is this the end for Yandy's reputation, or is there a redemption arc waiting around the corner? Drop your thoughts in the comments.